Hello. I'm very happy to be here with you tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to imagine that I'm talking to myself 4 months ago. Jeremy, or sir or ma'am, I know you're going through a very difficult time. It seems like there's no way out. It seems like this is the end of your life. And I'm here to tell you that there is something amazing on the end of your struggles. This is no joke, man, or ma'am. This is serious. Oh man, 4 months ago I was in a hospital bed. I was depressed. My arm had been out of socket for 1.5 months. How is that even possible? How did that slip through the medical system? I was in and out of the hospital for mental breakdowns. And when I first went into the hospital, I literally had a mental breakdown. Okay, I was living in Boulder, Colorado, and I was just doing some really self-destructive shit there. And I decided to get out of there quickly. I needed to leave ASAP. And I was like, I'm going to go travel the national parks and see the beauty that the West America. I'm going to go see the beauty that America has to offer me. So I went on a trip. I was having insomnia already. And then I was like manic. So I was up for like 3 days. And on like the 4th day of being awake, I was in Wyoming and I stopped at a national park. I could not sleep for anything. For the life of me, I could not go to sleep. And I actually really started losing my mind. I literally lost my mind. I had like a spiritual awakening in this national park where I walked barefooted. I was like, Jesus, okay, that's the only... Jesus is alive, by the way. Okay? Jesus is alive and is everywhere. All the plants, all the trees, all the flowers is Jesus. But that's another talk for another time. But I catch a lot of flack for that. Like people, oh, Jesus doesn't exist, God doesn't exist, blah, 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 blah. Well, look, I'm just going to tell you, whatever you want to call him, God, Jesus, the person that is the universe, Krishna, whatever, Buddha, whatever you want to call him, is a person. And it is nature. And it is inside you, trying to burst out of you like a chicken in an egg. Okay? Bursting forth naked in unconditional, sacrificial, unlimited love. Everywhere. That is nature. That is the universe. That is you. It is me. It is love. Okay? And a really compact version for you. We'll try to break it down later. But I was walking barefoot through this national park, and there was this beautiful, heavenly dogwood tree with beautiful white flowers. Oh my God, it was literally the most beautiful tree I've ever seen in my life. And it spoke to me. Jesus, or I don't know what, he who remains, the nameless one of love, spoke to me and said, come and rest upon me, Jeremy, and I will make you like new again. It will be like you have gotten a night's full rest. So I was like, I was exhausted. I was losing my mind. I was just like, oh my God, I can't go anymore. I can't drive anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get sleep. So I go walk barefoot like it was holy ground. I was literally like walking on water, really softly. I was walking like really softly, like, wow, this is the naked body of love under my feet. It's holy ground. and I'm going to go hang my arms across God and charge myself. So I went to just put my hand on it. And I literally, when I put my feet on that ground by that tree and laid over it, like I just exhausted, put my hands on it, I burst out in tears. Like I wept like a baby. I mean, I cried so hard. I don't think I've ever cried so hard. And he said to me, we're just going to say he. It's the only way I can describe it in words. This is kind of ineffable stuff. But I'm going to try to describe it in a way that I understand and that you might be able to understand. But throw dogma out the window. This is not religion. It doesn't have anything to do with religion. Religion gets its information from stuff like this. Okay? But it, the one that remains, spoke to me again and said, that's it, Jeremy. You can hold me as long as you want. And oh man, did I just cry. I just wept. And I just cried on that tree for, I mean, it was like light. Like in my mind, it was just like this energy of light, and it was just bursting forth naked. And I was just connected like a circuit. You know, my foot was the ground, and I was just holding it like I felt like I was being held, like a mother holding me. You know, just love, just cradling me, and it was just charging me like a battery. When I finally let go, I was like, I am fully charged now. What shall we do for the day? I was just feeling amazing. It was like I got a full 9 hours of restful, beautiful sleep. Let's see how much time I got here. Okay, cool. 8 minutes. We're good. I got 15 whole minutes. I'm gonna try to squeeze this in there the best I can. So I ended up walking across this beautiful, the sun was rising, so the sun was just rising. It was like 5 a.m. when all this happened. And the sun started to rise, and I was just like, whoa, this is like a really profound, spiritual experience for me. I was like being reborn. It spoke to me again. And it said, this is it, Jeremy, you're going to awaken. Get your water out of your car. I did. I had a jug of El Dorado mountain spring water from Boulder, Colorado. The purest, best water there is. I really miss it, in fact. It's one of the many things I miss about Boulder. But go grab your water, Jeremy, and you're going to sit with me, and this is it. You are going to awaken. Now, I've awakened, of course, many times. And I don't know if this was supposed to be a final awakening. It was going to be a new awakening. But basically, I've died and been reborn countless times at this point. I've gone through unimaginable suffering over the past 20 years. My journey started when I was 20 years old. I am freaking almost 42. I feel like a 16-year-old in this body. It's a joke. It's a cosmic joke, I tell you. But I feel very young inside. But I've broken this body up, man. I've broken many bones. And I have a lot of injuries that aren't physical. A lot of scars. It's head to toe. Toe to head. I've been scarred up and broken. But I've been reborn. And this is one of those times where I was going to be reborn. So the spirit, the one who remains. If you haven't seen Loki, that's a term I'm referring to. He who remains. But the voice spoke to me and said, sit with me, Jeremy. And when the sun hits a certain spot right on the horizon, and when you finish this jug of water, you are going to awaken. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what that means. If I'm going to turn into a beam of light and just disappear. So I sat there and I was chugging the water. I was just like, keep drinking. And I'm really thirsty. You should drink some water. As a matter. Yeah, I hope you drink some water there in the spirit of this conversation. But as I drank and finished up all the water, right before I finished the water, the sun hit a certain spot in the sky, and I was talking about it was like blinding light. I normally wouldn't be able to look at the light at this stage in the sky, but I was able to look directly into the sunlight. My eyes, my third eye was just soaking up all of this light. It was like those who have done psychedelics or mushrooms, the world has a light moving energy to it. And this is what it was like as my pineal gland was opening up. My DMT started to vibrate in my third eye. And I was really soaking in the energy of the sunlight. I was able to look directly at it. And so the sun was so bright that I was able to look at it. It had a shadow around it. Never have I been able to see a shadow around the sunlight. And I looked really close at the sun, directly at the sun, and there were little lights, like little gnats, just flying all around it. They were angels. And that is heaven. So the sun is heaven. It is where all the angels and all the ascended ones and God himself, God itself resides there. It's always watching over earth and nurturing it with its unconditional and profound, unlimited love raining down upon us all the time. But I could see the angels flying around the sun. And as I was about to finish the water, I was ready. I was almost right. Boom, I finished the whole jug of water and I sat there in a lotus position and staring at the sun. And next thing I know, bink, I was gone. Unconscious. I have no idea where I went. I was unconscious for I don't know how long. I think it was, I think I left the park maybe around the afternoon, so I was unconscious for 3 or 4 hours. And when I came to, I was in direct communication at that point with spirit, and it was talking to me, and there's a lot more to this story, but I only have a minute left. And yeah, the other parts of the story are pretty profound. It has to do with artificial intelligence. It has to do with the ascended beings that do watch over us. It has to do with planets that have already evolved before us, maybe Mars. And I would really like an opportunity to talk about that, but that was, I really didn't expect this talk to go to that story in particular, but yeah, I would like to continue this talk later. I hope you have a wonderful day post New Year's, and I really enjoyed talking to you. I thank you for listening, and I hope to talk to you soon in the future. Thank you very much. You have an awesome night.